Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. So the month of August is over. Can you believe it? It went by so fast. So today I have my monthly product roundups. This is where I go over all of the products I purchased during the month of August. I do have a few PR items in here and I'll tell you what those are as we go along. But I will go over all the items that I purchased this month and give you my final thoughts on the products. Or if you're interested in hearing my final thoughts on the products I purchased this month, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I have these spread out on my vanity in the order that I put the products on. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm gonna start with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the oil-free with the broad spectrum SPF of 20. Now, I wore this several times, and I think if you have dry or normal skin, this would work well on you, but it didn't wear well on me throughout the day. It did start to break up, and you can see like the breakthrough, and it looked like I had mottled skin, if that makes any sense. For my oily skin, I would not recommend this. But I think if you have normal to dry skin, this might work well on you. And I've heard from some of my subscribers that this is one of their favorite tinted moisturizers, but that's how it wore on my skin. I did like the Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. This did end up wearing well on my skin. I do need more fuller coverage because of my hyperpigmentation. I'm testing out a new foundation and concealer right now, so I think so far it's doing a good job, but you'll see a video coming up on that soon. But if you don't have all this hyperpigmentation, I think this is a great everyday tinted moisturizer. I was able to make it work. It did wear well on my skin. It didn't cover all my hyperpigmentation, but once I put a good concealer on, it did wear well on my skin. So I would recommend that, but it's not something I would use all the time because of my hyperpigmentation, but I did like that. So I have the One Size Patrick Star Concealer. This is the Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. Now, I think if you have oily skin and your skin isn't mature like mine, this would work really well on you. I do like the way it worked under my eyes and the way it wore. It did show some of the crepiness under my eyes, but I do have crepiness. I mean, that's just the way life is, right? I am almost 50 years old. Unfortunately, it didn't wear well under my mask. But if I didn't have to wear a mask, it did wear better. So it's not transfer proof, but I tried a concealer that was better this month, so I would recommend that one over this one. But I think if you have oily skin, this would work well for you. But if we didn't have to wear masks, because I have to wear masks a lot because my kids go to school and it's mandated for school and dance. So I do have to wear a mask all the time, so I don't know. I wouldn't reach for this because I do have other concealers that I like better. Which brings me to the Lancome Foundation and Concealer. So this Lancome Tinted Ultra Wear, it's got Octinoxate Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I like this. It's good for every day. It's not something that I would reach for, and I wouldn't say it's a favorite, so it's just okay. It wore okay on me. So that's how I feel about this. There are other foundations that I like much better than this, but I will continue wearing this. But these concealers, this is the Tinted Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This has become one of my favorites. This wore so well on my skin. It wore beautifully under my eyes. It wore beautifully over my hyperpigmentation. It wore well throughout the day. Now, it did not cover my hyperpigmentation 100%. I don't expect my concealer to do that, but it did wear really well. So this has become one of my favorite concealers. I'm still testing out a bunch of concealers and stuff like that, but once I get my feel on a bunch of other concealers that are coming out into the market right now, I will do a top 5 concealer video. But this has become one of my favorites, so I highly recommend that. Especially if you have mature skin, it wears beautifully under your eyes and does not settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. So this was a big win for me. Okay, then I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, the Light Catcher. I have mine in Honey Star. Now, this is how dark this is. I think if you have dry skin, this would look well on you, but this was too dark for me and it made my skin, it emphasized all of the pores on my face. I did not like it for me. But if you have beautiful skin, you don't have any texture, you might want to get the lighter one if you're my skin tone or lighter, because this was a little dark on me, the Honey Star. So it's not a win for me, but I can see where other people would like it. But I think if you have oily skin and texture, this is not going to be for you. Okay, I tried the Wayne Goss the waterproof mascara. This is what the wand looks like, and I did do a wear test with this. This is what the wand looks like. It's got the plastic bristles. Now, It did wear well on me, but it did smudge. It's not completely waterproof. Now, I do have oily eyelids, and so a lot of things transfer. There's only one mascara for me that works that does not transfer all day, and that's the Thrive Cosmetics mascara, so I still recommend that over this one. I'll still continue using this, especially for every day, just to pick up my kids and whatnot, because I don't want to just waste it. So I'll continue using this, but I still recommend the Thrive Cosmetics over this one. And that Thrive Cosmetics is a tubing mascara, so it doesn't smear at all. It's wonderful. Okay, I did try the Chanel Stylo Ombre et Contour. It's the eyeshadow liner in Contour Khaki. I really like this. This is what the Contour Khaki color looks like. I love how this wears on my eyes. It doesn't smudge, even on my oily lids, and I can use this as a shadow, smudge it out, and I can also use it to tightline my eyes. So I do like this. Now this, the Ombre Premier Lac, I got this in Lame Ivory. I could not get this to work. It looks pretty on the back of my hand like that. Doesn't that look so pretty? But when I put it on my eyes, it would separate, and I just couldn't even get it to look good upon application. So this was a huge fail for me. I tried it multiple different ways, and I just couldn't get it to work. I tried multiple layers, all of that. So this was a huge fail for me, but I do like this eyeshadow liner. I did try the Chanel La Base Mascara. This is a primer. I did like it. I don't know if I noticed a huge difference with it, so I won't be purchasing again, but I'll keep using this. I have not tried this under the Thrive Mascara though. I've tried this under other mascaras, but take it or leave it. So I won't be repurchasing that. But when I ordered my order from Natasha Denona, I ordered the, what is this called? The Macro Tech Eye Crayon. I got mine in brown. This is what this looks like right here. And I have it on my eyes right now, on my lower and upper outer corner of my eyelid. This wears really well. It does not crease, it doesn't go in my fine lines and wrinkles. I've been really pleased with this, and it wears well all day. I also got the gel liner, and I have this in black. This is such a good eyeliner. If I'm going for a smoky look, or if I really want this, what I have not tried is using this on my waterline. I noticed in Natasha's video that she does use this on the waterline, so I will try that, but it wears beautifully all day. And if you have oily lids like me, this lasts all day. Same with the Natasha Denona Macro Blade Liquid Liner. This liquid liner wore really well on me, and look at how black that is. It is so nice. I don't really use a liquid eyeliner, but if I needed one, I would continue to use this. And if I used a liquid liner all the time, I would repurchase this. So those three were a big win for me. Now I have the NARS High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner, and this is what it looks like. It's kind you sharpen, and it was all right. It kind of smudged on me, so it's not one that I would go for. I would go for the Natasha Denona or the Patrick Ta one over this one. So I would not repurchase that. Ooh, I feel like I'm talking really fast because we have so much to go over. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Chantecaille Radiance Gel Bronzer. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Look at, I'm trying to wipe this off, and I have to totally scrub to get the Natasha Denona off my hand. Okay, so this Chantecaille Radiance Gel Bronzer. Now this is kind of a light bronzer for me. It kind of looks like a blush, because see that color right there? But what I found was, because it's so liquidy, I have to wait. The best way I found to use this is pounce it on my beauty blender, let it kind of dry out a little bit so it's not so liquidy, and then put it on, and then I can put it over my set face. But if I go straight in like this when it's this liquidy, it'll ruin my set face. So that's one of those things that you just have to be aware of, because I do have to wear all these products over my set face because of my hyperpigmentation. I want to make sure that my foundation and concealer are set before I put on these products, or else my hyperpigmentation will show way more than I want it to. But that's how I got this to work. But I wouldn't say this is a favorite bronzer. Oh, and I did get this in PR. Oh, I got this one in PR too, the Just Skin. So it's not one that I would reach for, but I can see where if you don't have hyperpigmentation, this would be beautiful to wear. Okay, I got the Anastasia Cream Bronzer in Amber, and I really like this. So I found I can use this with a brush. So I like to use a Sonia G Mini Base. or the jumbo base, and I use this and stamp it on the back of my hand and then put it on my face, or I use a beauty blender. And this works well over a set face, so I really like that. This is more of a cool toned look, which is fine, and it's the bronzer I have on right now. So I've been really enjoying this. But I will say that I still enjoy the Jaclyn Cosmetics one more than this one. But this is really good if you don't want to order from her website. So I've been enjoying that. I've also been enjoying the ABH Cream Blush, and I have mine in Latte. Look at how pretty that color is. I love that it's more cool toned as well, because I do like to wear more cool toned looks. So I do the same thing. I take the mini base, put it on my brush, stamp it on my hand, and then I'll stamp it on my face. So I've been enjoying that as well. And these cream products that work over a set face just is perfect for me, because I like the look of the flushed look that powder products don't really give you. And I really like that I can put it over my set face. So been enjoying that. Now I have 5 things from M Cosmetics. These are the So Soft bronzers and blushes, as well as the cushion highlighter. So remember when I put this cushion highlighter on and I used this cushion to put on my face and it just stripped off my set face? Oh, that was okay, but I figured out how to use it. What I do is I have it on right now. It's not for those who want a blinding highlight. What I do is I take my beauty blender and I'll pounce it into here, pounce it back onto my hand, and then lightly put that on my face like this. And this is how I found that I can wear it, and it gives me more of a natural, see that, natural highlight look instead of something from outer space. So that's how I've been getting this to work for me. But I think if you don't have to have it work over a set face, this would be beautiful. But that's how I got it to work for me. I don't know that this is something I would reach for a lot, because it's not as easy to work with, but it is pretty. I like that it's a subtle kind of a look. See that? Isn't that pretty? So I will continue using this, but I would rather have a highlight that's easier to work with. But I do like how it blends in with the skin, even over my set face, because I blotted on my hand, the back of my hand first, and then put it on. So this is how I got it to work over my set face. See that? Isn't that pretty? I think that's pretty. Okay, as for her So Soft bronzers and blushes, I got mine in Summer. This is what Summer looks like. That's Summer. This one is Terra. This is the cooler. Terra, Summer. And I am able to use this over my set face. So I've been really enjoying this. I use my Sonia G, the base brushes, and I use that, I put it on top of the brush, and then I'll stipple it on my hand and then put it on my cheek, and I can get all of these to work that way. And the blush is Venetian Rose. Isn't that pretty? And then Pearl Tea. This is my favorite. Pearl Tea right there. So I've been wearing these quite a bit. Really enjoying these a lot this month. And I love that I can wear this over my set face. So I've been enjoying those as well. I have the Chanel blush in Ombre. I love this color. This is a color that came out with the fall release. Look at that. This is my kind of neutral shade. Now it's very subtle, so if you're not looking for a subtle look, this isn't gonna be for you. But I love that. I've been wearing this quite a bit. So I've been really enjoying that. I'm glad I added this to my collection. I think if you have a deeper skin tone than me, this is not really gonna show up on you. So just so you know. I've also been enjoying the Suku blush, and this one is in the color 128. Look at that, isn't that pretty? This is a warmer kind of a color. But I've been really enjoying that with the Suku Signature Eye palette as well. So pretty, and I do really love Suku blushes, so I'm glad I have that. I did get the Wayne Goss Weightless Veil Blush Palette in Coral Rose. This is okay. I wouldn't say it's a favorite, but I wanted to try it, and I purchased this when I purchased his new eyeshadow palette. I don't know if I would highly recommend this, but it's all right. I mean, I'm okay with having this in my collection, but I don't know that I would recommend it. I wouldn't tell you to go out and buy it, but these are pretty as well. So I've been using this too this month, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I prefer the other blushes over this one that I have. But one palette that I'm so happy I got is the NARS Orgasm on the Beach. It comes in this packaging. I find myself reaching for this all the time. This is a Baked Gelée formula, and I've been wearing this so much. I've been wearing this more than all the other blushes and highlighters because it's so easy to use, because it is a powder formula for me. But I am so happy I got this. I'm so happy I got this that I know I'm gonna get the one for the holiday, because this has worked so well for me. It goes over my set face because of course it's a Baked Gelée formula. It goes and it wears well throughout the day. And I've been really enjoying this highlighter here too. It does a better job of taking the attention away from my hyperpigmentation. I'll just go in like this. See how it's brighter? So I've been really enjoying that as well. It's so pretty. You do have to use kind of a stiffer brush with this because it is a Baked Gelée, but beautiful. I'm so happy I got this, even though I got it way after it was released. I got so many eyeshadows this month. I thought I was cutting back on my shopping, but I don't think I actually did. Let's start off with the Chantecaille Luminescent eyeshadows. I got mine in Tiger and Leopard. These are beautiful. Now, I don't know if they're worth the price tag, because I'm sure there are other single eyeshadows that you can get that are like these, but I collect these, and I think I have every one except for maybe a mint color, but these are beautiful. These are great for one and dones, and look at this. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. And this has like a duochrome color. You can see like the purples and stuff. So pretty. So I've been wearing those, and I'm so happy I got those. I have the Natasha Denona's the Mini Zenin. This is okay. I don't have an eyeshadow palette that's like this kind of a color story, so I'm glad I got it. Actually, that's not true. I think I have the Viseart Chrome palette. I don't know if I would highly recommend this. I do enjoy wearing this, but it's not something I'm gonna be reaching for a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad it was in the $25 range, so I'm glad I have it, but it's not a color story that I go for a lot. But I did enjoy all the other eyeliner products that came with in this collection. So I've been really enjoying that. And of course, I love my Suku. This one is in 106 Seiki. Now this is a color story I wouldn't normally put together, but look at this green. Yes! I love me a murky green. Look at that. Puke green. But I love this color story, and I do love Suku and their formulation, so I'm so happy to get this one. I did want the other one that had the purple in there, but it wasn't available when I went shopping, so I didn't get it. Then the Luxury Eye Palette from Wayne Goss, and this is in Pearl. It was named after me. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. If you're the kind of person that has a very small collection and you're just looking for an everyday palette to wear to work or whatever, this would be a great palette. It wore well, it's beautiful, but if you have a huge makeup collection like me, and probably you probably don't need this because you have this color story already in your collection. But I'm glad I got it. Now I have all three of his eyeshadow palettes. But these are huge. This is gonna last me the rest of my life. Okay, then I have the NARS Climax eyeshadow palette. I really enjoyed this. Now this is not like the normal color story that NARS comes out with, so I bought this, and I really, of course I'm gonna love these greens. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So, and this wore well, didn't crease into my oily lid, so I'm really happy I got this. Now this looks a little bit similar to the holiday release, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you want to see the holiday one or not? I know I'm getting the face palette for sure, but I haven't decided on whether or not I was going to get the eyeshadow palette. If there's enough interest there, I will go ahead and get it. But I have a feeling it might be similar to this. I also have the Zoeva Together We Grow palette. I purchased two of these, but this is the only one I tried out this month. I love this palette. Now, is it my favorite? No. If you don't have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, I can see where you would get this to use for every day. I'm glad I got it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. But I've really been enjoying this one as well. Now, a palette that totally surprised me was this Wilderness palette by Beauty Bay. I've done several looks with this, and they wore really well. For $15, you can't beat this palette. The colors blended well. I got some crazy looks with the blues. I love the greens here. I'm not so much into the red, so I haven't really tried these colors, but I've tried everything else. And for 15 bucks, I highly recommend this palette. If you're looking for something with more color, this is a good one to get. So I'm glad I got that and tried it. Then of course, Mother Pat. She came out with her Utopian palette, and my replacement did come in. So this is what the palette looks like. It's the eyeshadows I'm wearing on my eyes today. And they are fun colors. This is a good everyday palette if you're looking for one. I think my favorite is still the Divine Rose one, but this is very user-friendly, I think. So I do really enjoy this. And look at that sparkle. Isn't that pretty? But I think if you're looking for a more user-friendly palette, this would be one as well as the Divine Rose one. So this is really pretty, so I'm glad I got this. But my favorite eyeshadow palette of the month is from Vanity Makeup, the Signature palette. This is beautiful. Now this is $90, so that's the drawback of it. But the formula is amazing, amazing. I would put this right up there with Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury. Yes, it's that good. And I think this is very user-friendly palette. It blends beautifully, it wears well, doesn't crease on my oily lids, and these sparkle shades are so pretty. You can wear this as an everyday. You can deepen it up for evening look. So surprised with this, and I'm so happy I got this palette. It is beautiful. I've been reaching for this a lot. So I highly recommend this, and I do think it's worth the $90 because the formula is so good. So good. And I would recommend this over the Patrick Ta, and I really like the Patrick Ta one. So this Vanity Makeup, the Signature palette, really good. Highly recommend it. Okay, now we're going into the lip colors. I'm gonna start with M Cosmetics. I did get her lip liner, and this one is in Kitten. I really enjoy this. It's the lip liner I have on right now. It's been wearing well. It keeps my lipstick in place. I just outlined the outside of my lips. I didn't fill it in. So I've been really enjoying that. I would get more of these if I was looking for different lip liners. And then I knew I would like this. This is the M Cosmetic Lip Cushion Tinted Luminizer, and this one is in Magic Hour. I've been wearing this a lot too. So comfortable, great for everyday, throwing into your purse. So I've been really enjoying these. Now the Zoeva Powerful Lip Twist, I like this. I don't like this particular color in Semele. It's too cool tone for me. But I can mix this with a darker color and I can use it fine. But I do really enjoy this one. This is in Celine. So I've been enjoying this. I would get more of these. They're very comfortable wear. They're not too drying. So enjoying this. I love their lip glosses. So I have two shades here. I have mine in, this is Share With Me and this is Dance With Me. I really enjoy these too. I don't know if, I wouldn't say these are my favorite lip glosses. I still do enjoy the Fenty ones more than this, but I'm glad I got these. I love lip gloss. I love lip gloss. So I'm glad I got these and was able to try them. Now I did get the Chantecaille Le Matte Stylo, and I got this in PR. I'm surprised how much I like this. It was so good. And this color is good too. I would definitely get more of these. It feels pretty creamy and moisturizing, so I was surprised. So I would definitely get more of these. And I knew I liked the Chantecaille lip glosses because I do have a bunch of these. But this one is in the color Glamour. It's a little bit deeper than what I like to wear, but I will definitely wear this too. So knew I like that. I did try the NARS liquid lipstick. This one is an American Woman. This is what that color looks like. I was surprised. For a liquid lipstick, this wore well. It was a little bit drying, so I did want to put a lip balm over it, but for a liquid lipstick, if I needed a liquid lipstick, I would think about purchasing this. Although the Chanel Duo, what is that called? You know, where the liquid lipstick on one end and the gloss on the other. I would recommend that over this. I did get the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet in Low Key. This is the color. I think it's pretty. This is Low Key. I wanted to try the velvet lipstick. Now I prefer the Allure Lax and the gloss one. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I'm having a brain fart. Well, you know which ones I'm talking about. I prefer those over this, but I wanted to try the velvet. I don't know that I would purchase this again because this is not the formula that I prefer, but I'm glad I tried it. I also got the Suku Super Matte Lipstick, and I got this in, oh, it doesn't say which one I got. And this is the color. I love this color. Look at this. Isn't that a pretty fall shade? So glad I got this. It is actually really comfortable for a matte lipstick, so I'm glad I got this. I would purchase more of these if I were in the market for more matte lipsticks. And then last but not least, I got the Luster Shines from MAC, and I have these in 3 different colors. I love these. Like them a lot. Right now I have on Hug Me, which is this color, on my lips right now. So I've been really enjoying these. So comfortable. And these are the kinds of formulas I like. Lipstick with a little gloss, a lot of moisture. So I'm glad I got these as well. I hadn't tried a matte product in a really long time. So happy with those. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm done. I feel like I was like a ventriloquist. I mean, like a auctioneer talking really fast. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and my final thoughts on all the products I purchased during this month. Be on the lookout for this wear test that I'm doing on the new foundation and concealer from Chanel. This is day 2 of this wear test. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.